All right, hello and welcome everybody watching right now or later on. I'm just chewing, well, not really chewing, but dissolving some everlasting gobstoppers, and I got my coffee, so I got sugar, I got caffeine, ready to go. All right, as you can maybe guess from the title, we're playing Double Strike, Dinos in Diamond. And what is the best possible Double Strike thing? Also trample as well. Whew, Embercleave, yes. Hopefully tonight we see some lovely plays with Embercleave here. I think pretty much the majority of players know of this card. At the very least, they may have unfortunately had it used against them, but oh boy, it is good. It's always going to be good. Quite fantastic. So that's the big change tonight. Also, I'm starting off with Storm's Wrath, 4 of. It's pretty crazy. Now, unfortunately, Storm's Wrath is going to also kill Shifting Ceratops, whereas Anger of the Gods wouldn't. And speaking of Anger of the Gods, 8 sweepers tonight. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a bloodbath. I feel there's a pretty good chance facing off against some aggro stuff, but in case it's not, and it's something with lots of planeswalkers, Storm's Wrath at the very least would help us take out those planeswalkers, something control-based, that sort of thing. And if we do get to slap an Embercleave on Shifting Ceratops, that's going to raise its toughness up to 5, so at a later turn it would survive that Storm's Wrath, which is quite fantastic. And it's always nice starting off with some sweeper, just in case we get caught out. And I just realized, looking at the list here, I forgot. Oh, I can't believe it. I forgot Lair of the Hydra. I don't do this every night, but what shall we cut? Let's cut a Rockfall Vale, just because that can lead to some awkward interactions early on if we get multiple Rockfall Vales. So that's just a quick change here. Caps lock is on. My goodness, I was cleaning off my keyboard before I started here, and my mouse and my mouse pad. All right, there we go. We got Lair of the Hydra. We got the Embercleave. Now, I was thinking of 4 copies. I see a lot of people use 2 copies of Embercleave. Of course, it is a legendary permanent, so it's usually not too good, but it is fantastic. It's devastating. Ends games, finishes things off, and just makes everybody a threat, really. Something like Ripjaw Raptor, say it's the only creature we have. They got a lot of little chump blockers. Maybe we have 5 lands. Bam. Attack with Ripjaw. Slap the Embercleave on that. Make it a threat. Possibly something like Ranging Raptors or, Marauding Raptor. We could have had a bunch of Dinos come into play, and he's temporarily buffed to maybe a 6/3, possibly an 8/3 in some cases, if all goes well. Man, that would be a lovely thing to slap the Embercleave on, but that's the main thing. Or Carnage Tyrant, which I'm starting off with 4 copies of. Just a lot of good Dinos, starting off with a nice sweeper, and more sweepers in the sideboard. Sideboard is basically the same. Inscription of Abundance, what's that? Can't talk with gobstoppers in my mouth. 1 second. Okay, back in business. Inscription of Abundance, which recently I have been starting off with. Nice having instant speed interaction, but yeah, it's still in the 75. We got a lot of interaction, that's for sure. I did cut the single copy of Domri. I had to make some space for all these goodies, especially the 4 Carnage Tyrant and the 3 Embercleave, but pretty much it. Get the Embercleave, get some good Dinos, still using that Yidaro. All right. Let's make it happen here. Oh, gotta save those changes. I want that Lair of the Hydra. Quite a few times I have... Oh, that's a different variation of Dinos. We're playing Choppy here. Yeah, oftentimes I've got a lot of lands with Ranging Raptors and Thunderherd Migration. Just not much to use that mana on. So having Lair of the Hydra, something to sink it all into, possibly slapping an Embercleave on a big Lair of the Hydra, that'd be pretty cool. Now, I believe Embercleave stays on Lair of the Hydra after it reverts back to a land. I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes scenarios like that, the thing you have on the creature or the permanent just simply falls off. It may go to the graveyard, unfortunately, but Embercleave being an artifact there, it would just go unattached back to the battlefield. We'd have to possibly reattach it every turn to Lair of the Hydra, which wouldn't be too bad, especially if we have tons of mana. Tony 21. All right. Oh, I like the looks of that. We're seeing Embercleave, we're seeing Marauding Raptor, Storm's Wrath, just in case it is something aggressive, but ooh. It's an exciting start, to say the least. We're seeing Soul Ring sleeves, though. Oh, Black Thoughts. Hey, that is the classic, fantastic way you start off a night. I think they're getting rid of... Well, it's hard to say. Okay. Maybe they don't have a fatal push. Luckily, we just drew Carnage Tyrant. I think they would have gotten rid of Carnage Tyrant here if he was in our hand, so hopefully we don't see back-to-back Thought Seizes. They know the Storm's Wrath is coming. It looks like just Rakdos Anvil, something like that, so they got to get rid of it. They're going to try and do as much damage with the Blood Tithe Harvester, I imagine, before we do cast the Storm's Wrath. Get some value from it. Unfortunately, we don't have Anger of the Gods, which would be quite fantastic. But double Carnage Tyrant, that is something I want to keep. Now, I don't feel we'll be using Embercleave, especially if we draw another Embercleave. That would be feeling pretty bad having multiples in our hand. We'll cycle good old Yidaro, just so I don't forget. Alright, and then we got Storm's Wrath next turn. Can't play any little dinky creatures, which is quite nice. I would imagine we're taking another 3 from Blood Tithe Harvester. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. No, you need 4 plus Hive of the Eye Tyrant to do... Oh, Chandra, okay. We'll do the +1. Yeah. We'll still take her down to only 1 loyalty, which is pretty decent. Kind of tempted to just go... Ranging Raptors. You know what, I'm going to do that. Just to gain a little bit of value from Storm's Wrath. I don't expect Chandra would use her minus ability to get rid of it. Anything damage-based, because that'd certainly be nice to... Oh, nuts. Well, I mean, it's to be expected. Multiple Thought Seizes, which is... That's alright. They're like little mosquitoes. They're always around. Well, maybe some of you guys watching haven't seen mosquitoes, just don't have them. But here in Canada, we got them. At the very least, it looks like Ranging Raptors is going to deter aggression from the Blood Tithe Harvester. Possibly. They really don't want us to get to a 5th land. We could draw a 6th land next turn, which would lead to Carnage Tyrant, so... Yeah. They're weighing that risk, I think.
Oh, today's my lucky day.
Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, let's get that mountain. Nope, gotta auto pay first, I forgot. Well, they know what's coming down next turn, unless they get 2 Thought Seizes here, which I don't think is going to happen. Storm's Wrath would be nice. We'll see if they play more creatures. We do have 4 copies in hand, but Chandra is out of range, and we definitely gotta start doing damage to her. It's not looking good. Could see the 1 Blood Tithe tap into, yeah. -4/-4 to Ranging Raptors here, unfortunately. I think that's the main thing they were waiting on.
Yup, you're going down.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Oh, Oh, not quite. Maybe. If we go Regisaur, token, attack Chandra, we'd, well, Blood Tithe I think certainly would block, but we'd take her down to 6, so we buy ourselves 1 turn. Oh, okay. I think maybe they'll copy the blood. Oh, they can't quite yet, because Reflection of Creepy Jiki just came in. That's okay. It would be pretty fantastic next turn. Storm's Wrath for sure. But we're just dead. What am I thinking? That's alright. That's how it goes sometimes against Rakdos. Nothing sticks, and they start off ripping some good things from your hand. But Anger of the Gods, definitely. We don't really need Storm's Wrath. This deck, a lot, or pretty much everything is at 3 toughness or less, so Anger of the Gods is definitely more preferable in my mind in this matchup here. Certainly Ripjaw, lots of damage stuff. Embercleave, bust through some of the little creatures that potentially they're going to block with. Soul Guide Lantern, yeah, I think we got to get that in. Definitely would be nice getting rid of Kroxa for sure. I think we got to drop Yidaro. All right. I like the looks of that. Okay. Kind of, I guess, Embercleave is sort of like a Yidaro. If a creature is double strike, could equal a lot more damage, could equal a ton of damage, really, if that creature didn't have trample and would have been chump blocked, not getting anything through. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If they don't have a Thought Seize, this should be very fantastic. It's going to have a couple Thought Seizes to really slow us down here. Oh, phew. Second Marauding Raptor would be quite nice. Might play it safe and go Marauding for 1, Ranging Raptors for 1, and the second Ranging Raptors for 1. If, hey, you know, Fatal Push. Where there's Thoughtseize, there is absolutely Fatal Push. Definitely get this Ranging Raptors down. Got the good Anger of the Gods, so if they play something, I may just cast Anger. Graveyard Trespasser, okay. I'm considering holding off on the Anger, gaining more value. Yes, please. Hopefully Ripjaw sticks around. Maybe they play another creature, but definitely a little bit more value from Anger would be quite nice. Croaks, not too bad. Definitely, it's got to be the Ranging. And I just hope they don't have a Thoughtseize, because definitely they'll rip that Anger. Oh, good, good stuff. That is absolutely what I wanted. Oh, and the Soul Guide Lantern too. Man, this is perfect. Oh, the value town, that's for sure. Gotta love it. Soul Guide. Bam. Kroxa, you're out of there. Okay, very good position. That definitely is feeling pretty nice. Still could be saying goodbye to Ripjaw, but we got the 5 key lands, able to go Regisaur Alpha next turn, and yeah, with Soul Guide Lantern there. We're looking pretty. Not sure what they can do about this. They've got that blood token they can sacrifice. That could be it. Not a whole lot they can do for 1. Could be a Fatal Push, but they, again, would have to sacrifice a permanent. Excuse me. Now, Fatal Push might take out that token. I don't think they'd want to use it on that. They'd probably rather take out Ripjaw Raptor if at all possible next turn. Seems they probably don't have a whole lot of options though. They can't really discard anything they need because we'll just pop Soul Guide Lantern. Chandra probably did take out Regisaur Alpha, I would imagine.
I knew you needed my help.
All good, all good. That scenario would be nice, something like Inscription of Abundance to put 2/1/1 counters on Regisaur Alpha, bring its toughness up enough so that it survives the 4 damage from Chandra there. Now we gotta hope that last card in their hand isn't Fatal Push. Just the Bone Crusher? That's okay, I can handle that. Oh, and Marauding. Alright. Looking good. I think we definitely have enough bodies locking this thing up. Could get a Meat Hook Massacre, wide variety of things. I could have a sweeper themselves, but Meat Hook Massacre I think would be pretty devastating.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Digging for something. Something good. Ooh. At the very least, they got a double block to take out Ripjaw Raptor. So that should be pretty good. Should work out in our favor. Still don't think there's a whole lot they can do. Oof, another Soul Guide. Well, you know, let's pop this. Draw a card. Something good. Well, let's play the other Soul Guide. Who do we want to get rid of? Let's keep digging. Oh, a Thunderherd. Alright, well, just get some more lands. It's in the deck. Now, potentially I could have waited until Ripjaw was blocked and dealt damage, see what we draw in that case, but there might have been a slightly better line on the off chance we did draw something useful. I expected the double block. Oh, the Embercleave. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty sweet. We'll have to hope that both these bodies stick around, but that could help us with the win coming up next turn. See if they want to be aggressive, but I don't think they can. Oh, and an Anger of the Gods too, which Embercleave is going to raise that toughness up. Okay, no, this is actually quite nice. Alrighty. Maybe they're expecting the Embercleave. Okay, interesting. Another Bugbear. I like it. This is actually working out beautifully. Double block on the Marauding Raptor, I would know. A double block on the Ranging. That is interesting. Okay, let's see. Marauder 3. Marauding 3, technically it's 6. Oh, yeah, that's lethal right there. Get her done. Right. But now they know we have that up our sleeve. And the sweepers as well, so there's no surprises coming on their side of things. I still think, let's get that Storm's Wrath in. I'm actually going to get rid of Marauding Raptor. Just because I feel he dies, or it dies so easily. Fatal Push, that sort of thing. I think the Storm's Wrath taking out Chandra, all the little things, a combination of Anger and Storm's Wrath. We're just going to keep the field super clear. They are on the play, so we really want to stabilize a little bit early on, slam something big afterwards, and hopefully slap an Embercleave on it, just like we did the previous game there. Quite nice, starting out and seeing Embercleave. Ooh, I don't know about that. Thunderherd. Well, one mulligan. That's not too good either. But we're on the draw. I think there's a pretty good chance we'll get to that third land, be able to play the Rangings. Definitely I'm liking Carnage Tyrant here. Ooh, okay, good, good, good. Right. Oh, yes, please. All right, there we go, there we go. I think I'll still go Ranging Raptors, hoping we don't see a Thoughtseize. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself again. But if they play another creature, I may just go Anger of the Gods coming up here. Croxa. Hopefully we don't Croxa. Oh, this, yeah, perfecto. Don't think they would kill Ranging Raptors. They might. Even still, if things are looking good, I may go with Ripjaw Raptor next turn and try and get more value from that Anger, pinging Ranging Raptors and Ripjaw Raptor. Would like to see a Soul Guide Lantern get Croaks out of there. Ooh, Bedevil. Huh. Well, that is interesting. Okay. A little unexpected. I wouldn't have thought they'd use Bedevil on Ranging Raptors. Maybe they have multiple copies. So, Ripjaw Raptor could be kicking the bucket here, unfortunately. Due to the fact they used it on something that, I mean, wasn't too threatening, I think. Oh, that's a toughie. I think it's got to be Carnage and the land, unfortunately. Oh, another Ripjaw. I like it. Will be nice. Hopefully pinging both Ripjaws, refilling our hand, and causing them some good pain, that's for sure. Graveyard Trespasser here would be pretty good. Ooh, that's also nice. So yeah, I may just hold off until they get Reflection of Kiki Jiki at some point. Let's see, they got 4. Nah, I just want to draw cards. Let's not mess around here. Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh. If they play anything, we're smoking them. Lots of sweepers is working out in this matchup. Okay, now they will be able to escape Croxa, unfortunately. Anger, Storm's Wrath. I think Anger. Just in case they play Chandra at some point, and yeah. I think I'll still go Storm's Wrath though. Oh, or Anger, huh? Let's see. Storm's Wrath would leave us with nothing. Potentially we could draw something nice, a land plus something to play with Anger of the Gods. Be left at one. Let's see. Yeah, let's go Anger. Plus, if and when Kroxa dies, well, he has to die because he's going to block. Oh, that's good. Okay, we got him. I think we absolutely got him. Doesn't go to the graveyard. Yep, their backs against the wall, especially with that other Storm's Wrath, and just multiple Ripjaws keep pinging, keep refilling our hand, which is always kind of rough, and they got a lot of discard, and they're gonna die, I think. Thank you, sweepers. Oh. Smoked. Yes. Alrighty. Wow. Oh, I was a little bit worried that was too many sweepers, but I think in that case did the trick. Worked out perfectly. Kiki Jiki flipping. Can't tap and make a copy of something. Even if it could, it wouldn't be much of a problem. But we kept it clear. Hey. Yes, thank you very much. Maybe I spoiled them. They were one win away from Mythic, perhaps. But yes. Thanks for that. Sweepers does the trick. Now maybe I jinx myself and face some sort of Azorius control, something like that. I would expect at least control once or twice a night. That seems to have been the majority, the main thing I've faced, but haven't done too many Rakdos. Luckily I got a pretty good game plan, it seems. Ooh, I don't know. That's no good. One land. Might risk it if it was 2 lands, guaranteed for that Thunderherd Migration, but oh, much better. I'll send the Storm's Wrath to the bottom, just in case it is something control related. It is. Seems to be. It could be Dimir, Bloom Black Rogues, Spirits, something like that. At the very least, I think we should have... Oh, I guessed right. So maybe I should have kept that sweeper, unfortunately. But we know later on for game 2. Oh, I'm excited for game 2. Storm's Wrath plus Anger of the God. Oh, this would be good stuff. They're going to be shedding tears. And they haven't mailed a sweeper, another Storm's Wrath. So they haven't actually gained that information. If we can hopefully take the game from them here, that would be pretty good. Gonna go with Thunderherd Migration. Just because I don't have a guaranteed play off of Marauding Raptor, something like Ripjaw, Shifting Ceratops. And against a deck like this, there's a pretty high possibility that Marauding Raptor's gonna kick the bucket, unfortunately. So it usually makes sense to go something a little bit safer in this instance. Bone Mail, Storm's Wrath. Would like to draw a Storm's Wrath, but that's right. See what we get from cycling Yidaro here. We certainly could, well, possibly get to him eventually. Okay. Still may just be dead. They could have counter spells as well. Yeah, that's alright. We'll hold out hope maybe that Storm's Wrath comes up next turn and we just clear the board. Don't mill it. Oh, 2 lands? Oh, well, not quite. But we're not dead yet. More counter spells, perhaps. Counter spells or the flashy rogues. Still going to be pretty close, though. Embercleave might be able to save us. We have enough just to slap it on something at any point now, which is quite nice. Oh yeah, Sweeper's gonna be good. Oh, they see the Storm's Wrath. Ooh. That's not... Oh, the Embercleave. Nuts. That's right. That's how it goes sometimes. Okay. Storm's Wrath coming up. Another Embercleave. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. See if they have any... it feels like they have something at instant speed to kill somebody here. It's waiting for something. No, I'm just going to cancel. Might be able to get them if they don't flash in a rogue. I have the possibility to slap Embercleave on somebody. Okay, that's good. Feel the broom. Okay, okay. Quite all right. Oh. Well, that was not well played, because... still, probably was over there anyways, unfortunately. Nuts. Should have grabbed a mountain, so I had 2 sources of red still. That's how it goes sometimes. You goof. Soul Guide Lantern don't really need that. A lot of their stuff hinges on us having a graveyard, and Soul Guide Lantern doesn't get rid of that. Yeah, it's all opponent stuff. Okay, well, I had the plan ready. I think we'll get rid of Marauding Raptor again, just because lots of stuff kills it. They got Drown in the Lock, Fatal Push, that stuff. Certainly Shifting Ceratops is going to be quite lovely. Usually is against the mere rogues. Pretty durable threat. I kind of like Inscription of Abundance as well. We'll keep it like that. Well, at least maybe they didn't see Storm's Wrath too closely. They didn't really look at our graveyard, so perhaps we have a surprise in that regard. I don't think we can do that one either. It is nice seeing Shifting Ceratops. We got 3 lands, eventually getting to shifting. 2 sources of red. I'm going to keep it. Okay, well, we're saying goodbye to shifting, I would think. Yeah. Oh, hey, Thunderherd. Fantastic. Don't really have a whole lot of things to do on turn 2, so it's always lovely when that happens. Let's go with the forest. Back-to-back Thoughtseize, perhaps. Oh. Nuts. We got 4. 1 away from Regisaur. Back to back to back Thoughtseize. Maybe. Ooh. Counterspell, perhaps. Good. By paying 3, I think that was nice. Kind of a little bit of a fake out, perhaps, making them think we don't have anything. I still may want to get rid of Embercleave, though. Oh, the anger. Drown in the lock. Fuck. That's okay. Oh, ooh, ah. Ouch. Alright, let's go with that 6 land next turn, Carnage Tyrant. Embercleave afterwards. That'd be good. Gonna have to be something soon, though. That is not good. But something, you know, you always run the risk. 3 Embercleaves, sometimes you're gonna see multiples. Oh. Well, I got rid of another Embercleave. But we're missing that anger of... Okay, basically we need a sweeper coming up. Something. Would be able to block the Thieves Guild Enforcer, which would be... Well, that's how it goes. There's literally nothing you can do. Kind of sucks, unfortunately. We had some sweepers, but they had the answers, the mill, counter spells, and the Thoughtseizes. We had a really good game 1 match, first match against Rakdos there. Yeah, always loved that. And we saw Embercleave come into effect there. But hopefully again. Certainly saw it quite a few times that previous match against Demir, but lots of hand hate. Zaps. Mono green, Vivien avatar. You know what? I'm going to keep that. We got Thunderherd. I think there's a pretty good chance we get to 4. Either Storm's Wrath or Ripjaw Raptor. Whenever I see enough lands and something on turn 2, since there is only 8 things, pretty important to do something on that turn. Hey, that Thoughtseize is good. That's all good. We're having a good time playing Dinos. Hopefully, well, you guys aren't experiencing this, so it's not so bad for you. I don't really mind it. I'm used to it at this point. But definitely got to remember, at least with this list, a lot of things, or quite a few more things that require those 2 sources of red. So sometimes I get myself caught out not padding it enough and having at least those 2 sources for Embercleave and Storm's Wrath, and Anger of the Gods if we brought that in. But we're ramping pretty good. Ronus is not good, but Regisaur, I like it. Perhaps it's just Golgari good stuff. Seen a lot of basics. Perhaps it's well, a basic Golgari deck. Ooh, yeah. Let's get that other Regisaur. Start applying some nice pressure. I did forget they couldn't attack or block with Thronus that previous turn, because they have to have another creature out with at least 4 power. There's a little bit of a goof, but we didn't get a whole lot of ideas what this deck is. Just black, green, Golgari Rock, they say. So just some of the best black and green stuff, and you just jam it in a deck. Pretty straightforward. Thronus certainly is absolutely fantastic thing. I feel like a sweeper. I feel like they got a bunch of creatures. I still want to stick with the Storm's Wrath. I feel like some of the creatures could be decently sized. Above 3 toughness. Yeah. But we see Marauding Raptor kick the bucket sometimes. I think we just cut him again. No, you know what? I'm just going to keep him in. I got a good feeling about this. Let's keep things as is. See if we get a feel for stuff. Maybe we just take him down game 2 as well, but see if we see a lot more creatures. Then if it goes to game 3, we'll bring in that Anger of the Gods. I imagine there's got to be a lot of creatures. They just maybe got pretty unlucky. This is good enough. Unfortunately, no Dino. That's going to allow us to go Thunderherd Migration turn 2. Certainly Sheltered Thicket turn 1. Oh, wait. Lair of the Hydra. Okie dokie. But, again, we're going to have to be wary. If they have one source of black up or well, a certain amount up with Lair of the Hydra, we won't want to make it a creature because chances are they're going to kill it. That would be sad. At the very least, they aren't in blue, so they can't counter Thunderherd. We're in a good position. Doing a whole lot. I think I'll still go with Stomping Ground. You know, nah, I'll wait. I'll wait till next turn. I feel they're going to play some stuff this turn, and we might be able to safely go Lair of the Hydra coming up here. Yes, oh, definitely. Seems to be the case. I think if we had made Lair of the Hydra previous turn, could have potentially made it a 3-3. They might have killed it, is my bet. Kind of like Ranging Raptors, but I still like slapping them for 4. Yeah, let's take this opportunity since we're basically completely safe and we can do some decent damage. Because chances are we may not always be able to hit them with Lair of the Hydra most turns. Jund fight rigging, or not Jund. Golgari fight rigging, I should say. Well, it was pretty sweet taking him down game 1, but nuts. Shakedown heavy, okay. Nothing. Huh. Well, alrighty then. Yeah, let's just make Lair of the Hydra a 5-5, pressure him that way. If they want to trade, I would be perfectly okay with that. I've got plenty of lands, that's for sure. And I really didn't want to keep... another fight rigging, okay. Perhaps it was good we took down the Shakedown Heavy, but chances are they have something that's going to be 7 power. Yep, that is going to do it. We are not busting through something like that. Definitely went quite slow. Okay, so we know what it is. Golgari. Most of the time it's been Jund, I think, but Golgari fight rigging. We got to kill stuff. Anger of the Gods isn't probably going to do it in most cases. Storm's Wrath, no. It's going to be anything. It's probably going to be Inscription of Abundance at instant speed to take out the big creature that they play before it goes to combat, and they put those counters on it and meet the requirement of fight rigging. Nothing else really super helpful. Yeah. Just try and go as fast as possible. It would be nice to take down a fight rigging deck. I think I may have only done it once. I may have never taken down a fight rigging deck, just how it's been. Unfortunately, ooh, that's better. Hopefully we're not seeing that Thoughtseize. Marauding sticks around. Double Inscription. Kind of feel like keeping both inscriptions. On the off chance we draw another copy of Embercleave, if we get to 4, we could slap 4 counters on something with both inscriptions. Hopefully we get to 5 and we have a pretty big creature and we take out their big creature, whatever. They'll stand the Lair of the Hydra again. Whew. That's okay. Kind of feel like slapping the counters on Marauding. If he's gonna die, I want to get some value from it. That. Okay, yep, definitely. Gotta be Ripjaw. Yeah, another Marauding. Certainly that Shakedown Heavy is probably going to block Marauding. Oh, they have fight rigging in their hand. They have to hit something here. Oh yeah, they do have fight rigging. Oh, they don't. Interesting. What are they doing at instant speed? They got something they can do. Do we get them? I think we got them. Maybe. Oh, we took down a fight rigging deck. Ooh. Yes. Man, that feels very good. That's been one of my toughest matchups. Just oftentimes, certainly seems to be often that they get that big creature on turn 2 after accelerating with Llanowar Elves on turn 1, fight rigging on turn 3, something big that turn, and really it's very difficult to recover when that happens. So hey, I feel good about that. If they stumbled a little bit, I'm not feeling sad one bit. Purifier. Doesn't look like we'll quite get to 1,000 tonight. It's always nice opening up a pack, at least a stream, but might buy a bunch of packs actually. 5, 10 or so, but again, there's not really anything I need. I'm pretty sure I'm back up to 11 rare wild cards. So if you guys have any suggestions, something that you absolutely really want to see, make a persuasive enough argument, I'll redeem my wild cards so you don't have to. And then I'll show you and you get a feel for it. seeing someone else play it before you invest into it. You know what, I kind of like this. We got a sweeper, if it's something aggro. We got Shifting Ceratops. We're able to play both. We got 2 sources of red here. Another Rakdos. Ooh. Thoughtseize. Oh, okay. Hey. Man, we basically Theen. Man, I really can't talk with a gobstopper in my mouth. We've seen Thoughtseize. This is the 3rd deck now. I mean, basically, if you're in black, I think it's pretty much guaranteed, I would imagine. Well, they've seen Carnage Tyrant. Might as well reveal the thing that's already been revealed. 0 drawback. Gotta be getting pretty scared. Go to 5 next turn and getting in range of Carnage Tyrant. They see the Embercleave, so that's also got to make them quake in their boots. They probably don't want to play many creatures this turn, if any, because I'm just going to Storm's Wrath, so they got stuff to play around, that's for sure. I think they'll be somewhat conservative. We got the 6th land. Whoa. I think Carnage Tyrant would lock things up if we can land it. Ooh. Yes. Oh, they had one black potentially. I was worried. But it certainly looks like we are going to get the Embercleave on the Carnage Tyrant. Either they get rid of Storm's Wrath and we go Embercleave. They get rid of Embercleave, we go Storm's Wrath, and Okay. I think it's got to be Embercleave. That's the worst thing. You know what, let's go double ranging just to get super value from Storm's Wrath when we do go with it. I was tempted to just go Storm's Wrath, but certainly, they never used damage-based removal on ranging. Bone Crusher, if they did attack with it, certainly I would block with one of the ranging. It's nice they can't fail to push it without sacrificing a permanent. Oh, ooh, good stuff. Yeah, Carnage Tyrant definitely was a big headache, a menace, but we know Rakdos. And you don't really need Storm's Wrath for Rakdos. Again, the Bone Crusher is 3, Graveyard Trespasser, 3 toughness. That vampire, whatchamacallit, makes a blood token, you can sacrifice it. The majority of stuff really seem to be 3 toughness or less, so I think it would be better to trade for Anger of the Gods again. And Soul Guide Lantern, yeah, we should bring that in. Cut the Yidaro. Yeah. Gonna keep in the Marauding, even though I think in the first match, or usually I cut Marauding just because he dies or just gets discarded early on with the Thoughtseize. But if they don't stop Marauding, things will get out of control, so it's nice still having that. I think I'll keep it. I think there's a pretty good chance we get to that 2nd source of red. Oh, we got it. This is good. Man, that is fantastic art on Haunted Ridge there. Ooh. Hey, go Bone Crusher next turn. You know you wanna. Good. Maybe they think we are pretty aggressive using it, so maybe they suspect we have another copy, because I would imagine most people want to gain a little bit more value from Anger. Yeah, shifting. think there's a pretty good chance Shifting lives, and maybe they play another creature this turn. That'd be good. Sweet. That's okay. That's okay. We're taking some stuff out coming up here. Ooh, another Shifting. Tempted to go. Nah, we gotta get rid of them. Eventually we will be able to go to hasty Shifting, probably next turn. Would have been nice to have the potential of Shifting, slap the Embercleave on it. Which might still happen here. Okay, lots of Trespassers. Perhaps I should have kept in that Storm's Wrath. Certainly seemed to work pretty well in that first outing against Rakdos. You know what, let's... no, I do like the hasty Shifting. On the off chance they don't have something that deals 2 damage, let's hope for that. Crossing the fingers. They paused for a second there, so they might have something that kills it. Oh, okay. They don't have anything for 2 at instant speed. I think it's pretty much confirmed there, so this is good. They don't have anything in the graveyard, so definitely I'm going to pop the Soul Guide Lantern to draw another card. Hopefully they don't Thoughtseize. Nuts. Still, it's pretty expensive removal for it to get rid of a single creature. Not a really great rate. Yeah, we'll wait for Embercleave. We'll flash it in on the end of their turn just to get it down. And I was thinking Thunderherd Migration, but no. Might be it for us, but I think flashing in the Embercleave could help, possibly. Graveyard Glutton now. Not good. Yep, that's going to do it. Could have flashed in the Embercleave in response to the Thoughtseize, but I like my sweepers. Let's go with it. Cut the Marauding. Slim chance. Yeah, possibly could have tried flashing in the Embercleave, but yeah, I'll remember that for next time if the situation arises. Oh, I just realized I put it up before I started here, but I was getting kind of nostalgic, so I got the old bamboo overlay that I used to use months ago now. Just kind of got the itch for it. I think it adds a nice little touch. Isn't too overbearing. This is not good. Yeah, no, can't do it. Oh, that is also not good. That is also not good. Okay, well, we found the one we're keeping. We got to return 3, unfortunately. Man, that's rough. Hopefully they don't Thoughtseize to get rid of anger if they go. Ooh. Okay. We got a chance. I'll still wait for more value from A. Oh, yes, definitely good. Yeah, I'll wait for a little bit more value from Anger. Possibly casting it after, hopefully playing Ripjaw Raptor next turn. At the very least, it seems like we should be able to go Anger or Ripjaw if they go Thoughtseize, yes. I still know. I think it's got to be anger instead. Maybe. They can quite easily meet the requirement of sacrificing something by sacrificing a blood token if they do have a fatal push. Yeah, I'm going to take the risk. Perhaps they sacrifice the blood token to hopefully get that fatal push. See. Oh boy, this is tense. Certainly going to be pretty rough if they get rid of Ripjaw. We take 6, go down. Ouch. Nuts. Yeah. Took a risk. Pretty rough as always going down to 4. Certainly going to be anger next turn. We're not angry, but maybe they will be. Well, let's kill some stuff. Nuts. This could be it. Storm's Wrath? Pretty much that's what it's got to be. Possibly hasty the token with Regisaur Alpha next turn. Take out Chandra there and follow up with an Embercleave perhaps. Bone Crusher is going to be a bit of a headache. Hazard also, that's not good. Okay, that's going to do it. Got the Regisaur, but it was not fast enough. Well, Hazard the Fervent, I've actually used her quite a few nights in a row way back when, and she did the trick. It's always lovely having something indestructible, and did the trick for Rakdos there. Definitely. Alright. Would be nice to end on a high note, but I'll call it there for tonight. I'll be back definitely tomorrow night, probably with Magic, possibly with League of Legends, we'll see. But I think Arena is a better watching experience overall. It certainly feels nice to cut up League of Legends games and cut the slow parts. Yeah. Alright, well, hopefully all you guys enjoyed that watching right now, watching later on. We had some pretty good matches there tonight. Of course, sometimes there's nothing you can do, and you always got to keep that in mind. You just draw lots of lands, don't have too many lands, not enough lands in some of your first hands. You got to keep mulliganing. That's the game of Magic. Alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed. Remember, there's always room for improvement, but sometimes there's nothing you can do. Have a good one.